Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to the Incomplete Guide to Starsector. We are back here. Hello, Gemini Convoy. We are back in the sector, and we left off last time after colonizing 2 new planets. We have Big Ball of Gas, and the Gas Giant, and we have Dry World 2, which is over here. Dry World 2 is doing well, pulling in a little bit of money here. We could make it a little more money, but I want to get the extra growth going on. And yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Ugh. It's a big jump, both in money and in growth, isn't it? Anyway, today I wanted to take a look at what we can do to better manage our hostile activity. Now I realize we haven't let this get very high. That's because, as I mentioned before, a while ago, this has sort of a runaway effect where when you get above each of these 4 thresholds, the impact of the hostile activity gets worse and worse, and so it just accelerates its progress toward the very end. And once you get up toward about here, it gets really, really tough to manage. I mean, you're just trying to stamp out pirate bases and Luddic Path bases left and right, and it just doesn't help sometimes. So we're going to nip this in the bud here, and we're going to go through a couple things we can do to more permanently manage our hostile activity. Now there are 2 things that we can do, one for the pirates and one for the Luddic Path. Today we're going to deal with the pirates temporarily, and then we'll do the Luddic Path a bit more permanently. So, oh, there is a base. Ah, okay. So let's go see if we can get over to Abydos and see if there is a bar quest with a disgruntled pather. If there is, oop, clunk. If there is, it means that we may be able to uncover this base. Yes, here we go. So when you see this, make eye contact with the pather and walk out into the back alley. This is where you get the chance to uncover where the Pather base is. So we could have him join our fleet for 1 SP. Not sure. Oh, because he'd be an officer. Okay. We'll agree to those terms. And now we know where, at least what system it's in. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Where is... Whoops. Wrong place. We want exploration, I think. Yes. Alright, so where is this Pather base? This one right here. Okay, so it is in Carcass, which we have explored. It is targeting Abydos, size 5. Okay, we're going to promote that to an important item here. Man, this is a lot of... Oh my goodness. I'll need to clean these out a bit at some point here. But, yes, we have a pirate base that I'm not sure I care about too much. Goodbye. I bought a few... Oops, did I buy 2 regular brawlers, too? I didn't think I did. Oh, well. I bought some things last episode, or while I was kind of doing our grocery run. And, yes, we have that. And we also have a pirate base in the Mishon system. I think it was. Let's take a look at major events. Yes. The pirate base that they always like to build, apparently, they just keep rebuilding it again and again. So, let's get back up to Larch, because I forgot to grab our other ships, because I want to take out some different ships today. And just to give you all a feel for how they fly. And also to help you understand why I don't really enjoy flying the Paragon, even though it is immensely powerful. I showed you all last time a little bit of it in the simulator, but I think we'll get a better feel for it here. And I think what we'll do is I'll fly the Paragon for 1 or 2 battles, and then I'll fly the Onslaught for a couple battles, and just sort of give you my thoughts on how they feel and how they fly. Oops, needed more crew. Right. Okay, let's grab Not 3,900. Let's get a little bit more just in case we have any explosions. There we go. And I think we're okay on fuel and so on. And yeah, we'll just leave you down there, repair. And we'll just buy and steal some supplies from the pirates. So, let's be on our way. And it looks like we have grown to size 6. We'll deal with that in a minute. But for now, we're going to deal with the pirates. Turn you off. Hello, friends. Hello. Hello. Good to see all of you again. Let's see, a captain offering us a Mudskipper Mark II. Wow. Wowee. Oh boy. Am I excited about that. Alright, well, let's buy some cheap supplies and fuel. And then check out their market real quick. Anything interesting here? Not really. Nope, not really. Let's buy some more cheap fuel or supplies. Let's go for supplies. Hello. Minimal. 1%. 5 Marines. Yeah, I'll trade 5 Marines for 270 supplies. Why not? You're all just numbers here. Alright. Cool. And let's engage the station. And we'll continue the battle. And we'll take out me and probably... you know what? Let's bring out... Yeah, we'll bring out you. Why not? And then we'll just bring out some smaller guys to kind of cover our flanks and enhance our abilities. And we'll bring probably you. You stay here because you like to jump ahead and die. And then I guess we'll bring out a couple of you. And that should be enough. We shouldn't need a whole lot here. This is a pirate base. And let's throw you with you. You come with me, and you go with him. You just kind of hang out up here. Oop. I forgot to deploy to my flagship, didn't I? Let's transfer command. There we go. Much better. Okay. What are you doing? No. Alright, let's do that. And, yep. So, the reason, by the way, that the Paragon's range is so long is that it has a built-in hull mod called Advanced Targeting Core. And it is different from the integrated targeting unit in that is one, well, you can't remove it. And two, it doubles your weapon range. 100% increase in weapon range. So yeah, it's pretty strong. Yeah, I'll leave my shield off for now. Keep our movement bonus. Otherwise we'll never get there. Yeah, one reason why I don't buy this thing is it is so slow. It is incredibly slow. We'll see if we take out this pylon here. You do actually get bonuses for taking out the pylons. But see how, even with just the soft flux from these lasers, this thing's flux is going up and up and up. And eventually, oh, I guess we'll deal with the pylon again. Get rid of you. Oh no, it's getting to vent. And every time, or every 4 seconds, you'll see the purple beams from the Tachyon lances. They bring a ton of EMP damage to the field. And the onslaught's just like, yeah, I'll take the pounding, why not? Oop. Would you mind? Thank you. I have beams to shoot here, man. I got lasers to shoot, yo. Oop. Hit my omen. Would you please? My goodness. Not you too. Come on. But yeah, this ship is kind of just like the, looming specter of death. It's just sort of slow advance. Not exciting, but it will absolutely get the job done. Especially with the high-intensity lasers, these things are pretty nutso when dealing with armor. Goodbye. And yeah, no real reason to keep going here. We'll claim victory. Why not? Ooh, yes, I'll take the kite. Just kidding. So we get some spoils. All right. Ooh, and we got an officer ready to level up. Cool. No, thank you. Anything else here? Nope. Okay, let's take a look at our hostile activities. We're back to 0, which is great. Now, in 10 months, we would, of course, hit this first level here if we don't deal with the Luddic Path base. Actually, even if we do, because they're interested in our colonies, this will start to tick up until it gets to about 35 or so, I think is about when it tends to start generating a base after the last one has been destroyed. So, let's get to leveling up our officer. That was you, okay. What are you offering? Energy of Mastery. What do I want? What I really want is point defense. I wonder if I could mentor you. And make you steady, for one. And then level up. Hey, you get better choices. Alright, I want point defense for you. And assuming he comes out to be the right skills all along, or all throughout, I will upgrade that to the elite version so that he has a longer range with his ship's system, the EMP emitter. Even better is if I can get some systems expertise to make it last longer, give it more range, and give it a shorter cooldown. So there's that. And then before we go and deal with Luddics, let's take a look at our colony here. Large. So we're now size 6. You can see that the growth is now nil because we can't grow anymore, and once your colony grows to a certain size, of any size, it can't shrink below that size. It can go down to 0 as far as the growth progress, but it will never shrink. So we are now pulling in just shy of 50k a month, which is great. And we can add our final industry here. Now, what I like to do is, since we have widespread ruins, it is absolutely worth putting in tech mining so that we can get things like blueprints and rare guns and supplies and all kind of stuff that will get put into our storage every month. Now, eventually that will dry up. So as we start mining this out, this will go from widespread ruins down to, I don't know, extensive ruins or common ruins, and then like scattered ruins. And I think it stays there. I'm not positive. We can see what happens later. But yeah, so you can actually exhaust this supply. Now, something that I learned recently is that if you put an AI core, specifically an alpha core, in charge of tech mining, then every month it has a good chance of digging up something really, really nice. So I think we're going to hold off on that, and we will add tech mining. Well, you know what? Let me see here. What's the build time on you? 45 days. Yeah, let's start it now. We'll build it. And then we might need to deal with some AI core inspections at some point. But we'll deal with that when that happens. So we're going to go and check out that Luddic Path base, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, here we go. So we have Luddic cells active here, too, because the tech mining finally kicked it above their threshold. Okay. So that might mean that our... where is it? Activity here. Ah, yeah, see, plus 14. So now we're at plus 12 per month. So as you can see, if you're using domain artifacts and stuff, the Luddic Path will just absolutely smash your colonies with hostile activity, and the game ends up becoming about doing nothing but managing that. So, today we are going to mitigate that. After I figure out where we're going, which I think was... I have no idea where we're going. Let's check that out again here. Ah, carcass. All right. Let's roll. Really? I don't feel like dealing with you guys. Well, okay, you're getting a taste of the Paragon then, boys. Got rough news for you. Transfer to... You know what? I'll fly the Onslaught since I was going to do the Paragon in our next battle. So let's do the Onslaught. It'll be interesting. This is kind of similar in that it's a very much of a Claymore kind of playstyle, you know, front toward enemy. But it's a bit more mobile because it has a burn drive, which means we can sort of zip in and then, well, get stuck. But in certain situations, it can be really nice to zip in and zip past enemies. And we'll see if we get a chance to do that. Let's bring out our usual suspects today. We'll bring out... let's bring out... Yeah, you... No, we'll bring out you. You're more steady. And probably... That ought to do. It's probably over-deployed anyway. And you can come with me. You can go with him. The usual stack up here. Let's get... Don't want anybody else teamed up. I want you two together, just in case. And let's put you with them as well. And I'm not super concerned about the comm relay. I don't really care about the capture points, aside from the fact that the enemy has love to control them. So we're going to use that to kind of get everyone where we need to go. Let's roll. And we can zip into battle. Now with the burn drive, it's kind of goofy because it dumps you back at your base speed. So you do kind of need to keep holding your forward key to get back up to your like normal fast burn speed. Let's see. No indicator where they are just yet. I will say, since we have aux thrusters and we have helmsmanship, the turn speed on this thing is like phenomenal for being such a big, heavy ship. So what I tend to do is we have the Mjolnir and we have 3 Maulers and we have 2 hypervelocity drivers. I tend to like, especially for smaller ships and ones with fewer armor or less armor, I just kind of sit back and let them do their thing. I don't really like use the pulse lasers too much until we get like into the thick of things. So, like a guy like this, I'd use pulse lasers to blow the shield out, but I wouldn't really worry about it for these guys unless they're in a group like they are now, because we do need to start then sort of chopping them down. But look at how fast this just overloads their shields, especially with the afflictor there doing its thing. Oh, you're toast. Let's see. Alright, so they're pretty well spread out here. Let's get you engaged. And I might kind of cut over to the left here. And I am not worried about missiles coming from the sides because our devastators are just devastating. Get it? You don't get it. I'll explain to you later. Let's just take care of you. Why not? And I'll deal with you, since you're close. And all his missiles are gone. Their point defense is ridiculous. Couple shots, take care of the rest. And now it's your turn. Oop. now it's my own turn. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. As he's backing off, we're not going to let him do that. There we go. And yeah, I'll take it. Why not? There we go. Now I'll bend. And with the onslaught, I mean, look at our armor here. Our armor took a little bit of a hit on the tip of our one pulse cannon. Whatever. You can armor tank with these things for days before they're in trouble. So, speaking of people in trouble, the enemies are about dead. So, let's go, and we'll just help clean up. Full assault. Let's get on in here. Goodbye, Hammerhead. Oh, foolish Hammerhead, go home. You guys are so toast. Turn on our missiles for grins and giggles. Oh, I'll take care of you still. And you'll fold like a cheap chair, so... Done. Anybody else? Yeah. I'll let you guys kill him. But yep, so that is the Onslaught in a nutshell. And I think it's a lot of fun. I used to not really enjoy it because when I first started the game, I was kind of... I had it in my mind that you really needed to focus on your flux and make sure that your flux dissipation was really high and outpaced your weapons and your shields combined. Well, I've kind of learned how to manage that a little better, and sort of some tricks you can do, like you can be at max flux, and as long as your shields are down, you're not going to overflux. So that's one option. We will let him go. I don't feel like dealing with that. And I don't want their ships. Take your stuff. Don't mind if I do. And cool. Let's see if we can get around. Nope, I guess we're going through, aren't we? Yeah, we're going through. Alright, I'll see you all there. Okay, we are here at Carcass. Our order is delivered. And this is not quite where we wanted to be, is it? Something over here. But I believe it's a fleet. I just hope they're not lurking in the asteroid belt. That'd be a real pain. They're lurking in the asteroid belt, aren't they? Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, it's about right. And do we have a big fleet that wants to tango? No, not really, apparently. Good. Y'all stay there. I have business with your leader. Okay, we can of course visit the bar. I don't care about that. Hello, Thrar Barebones. Describes your entire faction. Oh, you're independent. Interesting. Oh. Wouldn't be a bad starting one. Alright, time for some cheap fuel and supplies. Okay, and we'll dump some of this junk off here on the black market. And some of you too. And that should about do it for that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to go to Sarah's Given to God, the Shepherd Militant. I want you to stop sabotaging my industries. Okay, so we can say that, and they'll be like, why does the chasm between us, she says. You know our aims and our resolve. We know of the madness which drives you to construct ever larger shrines to Moloch. Alas, if but our prayers were answered, If but your heart was not deaf to Lud's word. At an impasse, we resort to holy war. But perhaps you and I could explore an alternative. I am not without compromise, despite the lies you've been told. So they're poets, too, apparently. So we can tell them we don't negotiate with terrorists, and that will just end this. So you're open to some kind of deal, then, are you? A hint of a smile crosses her lips. We understand one another. Speaks like an elf, from, like, Tolkien land. These is little we want from you. These is little? It's weird. Not credits, not ships. However, she pauses deliberately, there is something. It would persuade me, and others of like mind in my organization, to set aside the purification of your industries, until Armageddon, of course, when our armies will meet yours in the final battle. But until that glorious day, you could enjoy your trinkets and idols. What is it you want? Speak plainly. She gives a nod. One planet-killer weapon. I see by your face that you know of these abominations, that unholy craft of the domain, murderer of Opus and its billions, and Hanan Pacha and countless others. I know where one may be found. Bring it to me, and our holy war against you shall end. She lowers her head just a little, until the end of the world. So we can, of course, ask, why do they want the PK? What's the end of the world mean? That is which was foretold by Lud, she says. There are a number of signs which were prophesied. Some, but not all, have come to pass. This should be an easy deal for you, Captain. As an unbeliever, you do not know the rightful fear and glorious anticipation of Armageddon. What would you do with the PK? Is it not unholy? Revealing our stratagems is not part of the deal. The Pather won't say, of course. They could very well be trying to make you party to the past's greatest atrocity since the destruction of the world of Myrath. Where would they use a PK? Chicomostok? Kulan? Kazaran? Millions would die, and the strategic keystone of a major faction reduced to ash. If you know where it is, why don't you get it yourself? Some have tried. She pauses, eyes lost for just a moment. They did not return. Wherever it is, it must be very dangerous, or somehow beyond the technical capacity of the Luddic Path to retrieve. So it's probably well guarded. I'm going to go ahead and skip to shore. Okay, the Pather taps something on a data pad, opening a shared data space. There's a den of abominations, what you would call a remnant nexus, which contains data about a hegemony fleet that had a planet killer. It is in the Zernitra system. She holds up a hand in anticipation of your questions. We have confirmed that this Tritachyon source is reliable. Their details match hegemony records concerning a strategic data breach and a subsequent fleet lost during the first AI war. Don't look so surprised, Captain, she says chidingly. Faith in Lud's word does not contradict worldly expertise. And we are going to find the planet killer. Sure, why not? And this starts the Scythe of Orion quest. Now, if we didn't want to do this quest, and in 0.96, there really isn't a reason not to do it, because you can give the planet killer to the Luddites, and nothing happens. Whether that remains true in future updates remains to be seen. So be careful if you're watching this and it's no longer 0.96. This information may no longer be true. So we are going to go to the Remnant Nexus in the Zernitra system. Now, we actually already know, or I already know, where this fleet is found, and you all do too. You just might not realize that you know. It's somewhere we've already been. But for the sake of completion, let's go and actually do this quest the way it is meant to be done. Now, if we didn't want to give this planet killer over to them, we could, on a semi-regular basis, I think it's every 2 years, we could go and find one of the Luddic Path fleets that hangs out in hyperspace at the ends of these substreams here, and we could then pay them off. And it's usually like I don't know, is it 500,000 for 2 years apiece? I don't recall. I've never really done that because it is a lot of money, and I figure at least in 0.96, the Planet Killer is kind of the better option. But we're going here, and this is, I believe, yes, a high warning beacon. So this might be a bit dicey. I may, whoops, wrong button. I may quick save in case we have to save scum. But let's get on in here. Whoop, whoop, nope, don't go in. Anything but that. Oop. Okay. Who are you? Good luck, guys. See ya. Yes, if we had made contact with them, we could actually pay them off, and they'd leave us alone for a couple years. Alright, so let's see. What's the best way of doing this here? Well, let's check out the fringe jump point. Oh, wow, okay. We're gonna go dark. Yep, really? Okay, well, they're patrolling. Oh, we could take them, though. An orbital habitat. Interesting. Have we not been here before? I thought we had been. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Or maybe we just haven't been over here before. So what we have to do is we need to come here. We need to actually probably build a comms relay. But for now, let's take a look at this Ordo. Are they going to come after us? They are. All right, good luck, guys. So Ordos are a lot of fun. This one's full of mostly small ships, which are going to be annoying, but they're not going to be as tough as, say, the Radiant or the Apex. Are you the Apex? You're the Apex. I'm thinking of the other one that's slipping my mind right now. So these guys have crazy shields. Let's see, 0.48 efficiency, 0.48, 0.6, 0.57. So we need to bring a lot of kinetics to fights with Ordos, and luckily we have a good deal of kinetics, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and engage, and we'll transfer to probably the Onslaught for the kinetic damage. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to bring out our kineticists. You guys, and some force projection, yes. Gonna need some point defense. And we're probably over deployed at this point. I could drop probably one of you. I could drop you. No. Those guys are too squishy. Alright. Let's go and, whoops, do a bit of this, the usual stacking up. And yeah, that should be enough. We'll capture these two and post up here. And away we go. They're coming straight down the middle. All right. Well then, let's just kind of crash into them from directly below while most of our fleet comes in from the right. Yeah, bunch of weenies. Get shooting. What the guys don't have is armor. So once we get through their shields, they are pretty well sitting ducks. Yep, you too, buddy. Ah, so close. Graviton beams don't scare me, dude. Let's deal with you next. Turn on our missiles as they get their shields up pretty high. That's more like it. Keep the pressure on. Yeah, oh no. Sure, I'll vent. Why not? Probably not smart to go this deep. Let's remove that. And let's get you engaged. Got a whole bunch of junk going on out here. You go kill him. You kill him too. And you... Yeah, you guys can take care of those there. I kind of want you to kill him. So get to it. Nighty night, my friend. You're dead. The nice thing is that while these guys might retreat to dump their flux, they'll never actually try to retreat off the field. So you always get to take them all out, which always feels good. You're toast. And see, this kind of like running in to blow things up, you really can't do with the Paragon. Run in, unload your clip, your magazine, and then dump your flux, and then zip off to the next one. I will happily chase you till I get you, buddy. Oh my goodness. Can we go? All right, buddy. Boop. We booped his snoot. Alright, so that was a pretty easy darn ordo. I can't believe that's actually an ordo. That should be like a partial ordo, sub-ordo. And wow, we got an alpha core from that? Sign me up. Alright, and we leveled up too. Oh, great. Wow. Now they're going to come for us, most likely. Which is unfortunate, because we need to get to their nexus. So we might need to kind of lure them away here. Let's do a bit of salvage here while we can. Are you guys coming up this way? No, you're turning. And they won't fight us on their own, which is fine. I'm going to bet that there is a nexus somewhere over to the right. Some not bad stuff here. Let's see. Oh, that's a solar array. Wow. There might not be a nexus here. Now you're a subordo. See, it's weird that the subordo gets the radiant. That big one on the left there, that's the radiant. That's the probably the biggest, most dangerous of the ship types here. Remnant fleet ships. And oop, here comes someone. They're patrolling. They're patrolling. Yeah, I'm not sure where this nexus is if it's not going to be here. I'd like to stay out of their range, but we'll see if that happens. Oh, no, here they come. They're coming for us. Okay. Well, sure. Why not? And this time, let's see. So we have a Brilliant. These guys are quick, though. Want to come in and try to zap us real hard. But they're not super duper well armored, like most of the ships aren't. Their armor is 900 for a cruiser. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not stupendous. Like 1200. So this should be a pretty easy fight. We'll do the onslaught again. And continue. And let's try not to over-deploy again, but I'm sure I will. Okay. Oops, not that. Stack. Stack. Let's get you up there. Ooh. Nav buoys. Not too bad. We'll assault both of these. And I don't think we need any other stacking here, so let's roll. I really want to nab that Brilliant first, honestly. Because that's probably the biggest threat in this little fleet here. Although, these guys can be a real pain in the butt as well. They're actually quite dangerous. Alright, who's here? Ah, there you are. Oh, they have a lot of drones. Holy moly. Got drones galore. Wow. Alright, let's get up here. And let's nix that. And let's get ourselves up here to engage you and to engage you. If we can get this Brilliant out of the way, then this fight will become very simple. And if the Monitor would get out of my way, thank you. Night night. See if we can get a couple of these drone ships out of here. You're pretty well toast here, buddy. Oh, come on. Tempest. Oh, I got bad news for you, my friend. Okay. That went pretty well. Who's left? Not much. Okay. Let's take care of these jokers. And it's your turn. Another one bites the dust. Another alpha core. Holy cow. Wow. Alright. This is like the money pit right here. Okay. Oh, that wasn't because of us. Okay, just hostilities. That's fine. Brian Hunter is ready to level up. Let's get you leveled up, sir. Oh, there you are. Ah, okay. What do you have? Ooh. Lots of good skills that I want. Let's go for the gunnery implants first. And you're unassigned. That's right. I wanted to put you in something, and I forgot to. Let's put you in the Omen for now, just because. Not great there, but... yeah, I don't want to put you in my cruisers, because then they lose some of the extra bonuses and the cheaper deployment. So... yeah. Are you coming for me? They might be. There is something around that planet. See if we can get a little bit closer. Okay, they don't come after us, but the subordo probably will. Stellar shades galore. Oh, an orbital habitat again. Okay. I was hoping that would be the Nexus, but I guess not. Hey, buddy, you want to come play? Not really. All right. Let's survey the world. Check out the ruins. Not too bad. For scattered ruins, that's actually pretty good. And let's check out you. Ah, they see us. All right. Ugh. One at a time, please. One at a time. So here we have a Radiant, and this thing is outfitted with... looks like 2 autopulse lasers, a Paladin PD system, and 2 Cyclone Reapers up front. These are nasty, and they have a phase skimmer, like the Wolf or like the Medusa, where they can kind of just phase around in battle. So we need to be very careful with them. I guess I'm going to bring you guys in. So let's transfer over to... we probably should do the Onslaught, but I want to take the Paragon out and show you just kind of why you don't really want to use high-tech ships against the Ordos. It'll work. It just might take a little more time and a little more blood lost. So let's get our usual small ships out there. Let's bring... I don't really want to bring a lot of aircraft because they're just going to get shot down by the Paladin. So let's bring you guys instead. And then I guess we will bring out you. And we're probably over-deployed here. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Let's try this without any airships or without any fighters. That might just tend to go better for us, but we'll bring out you to screen because you're also anti-aircraft. Okay. Let's grab... we got 2 sensor jammers? Yes, please. We're going to need that. And let's mosey our way up there. It's going to take a while. Okay, so I want you engaged. We're going to try to lock down the Radiant and whatever's around him, because that's the biggest threat here. And I'm going to sit on the antimatter missile we have and let the beams kind of do their own thing. Hello, buddy. Yeah, look at that thing go. As you can see, our beams don't do a whole lot to it. I'm going to bring up my shields, because they take forever to deploy. Yep. Bye, Medusa. Yeah, that phase skimmer is pretty nasty. Now, luckily, our monitor is doing its job to a T. Absolute perfection. This is going pretty okay. With the onslaught, we'd probably already be done, or very nearly. Just gonna try to get away to lose its flux. It'll probably succeed for a while. Yep. We don't want it to lose its flux, because then it gets a lot more dangerous. How's everybody else doing? I think we're doing okay. Yeah, you guys could use some backup. Let's bring out someone else. Let's bring out you. And let's just get rid of this junk and this junk. Yeah, that way you'll come here to reinforce these guys, because you're flagging. You're holding down the fort here. Wow. Oh, come on. Did you have to do that right there? And there it goes. All right. One radiant down. I'll let someone faster than me take care of those guys. And I think... yeah, we're going to get rid of this and get rid of that. And I don't want to go full assault because I don't want anyone throwing their lives away recklessly. But I do think we're pretty safe at this point. Actually, I know we're safe at this point. Let's try to get in here. I can help. I can totally help. If only I had a burn drive. Saw that. Oops, wrong button. Anybody else? Okay, you guys have him. Ooh. That's a real pitched battle there, isn't it? Alright, can you go help him? And... you go help kill him. Now you can stay. I love the Tycoon Lances. Like, yeah, I'm going to shoot that fighter down with, you know, this complete overkill. Let's see, that brings us to just that guy. Sweet. Who did I lose? Alright, Medusa. Of course I did. Okay. Man. Alright. Subworld, go away. Seriously? Really? Okay. We're going to take out... actually, no, we'll just take out our usual... our old usual. We don't get to fly this much. And we'll bring out a couple of you. Let's do like that. No, not even that. That should be enough. Ooh, we're really whippy. Whew, man. Let's try to take out the Lumen. Da-da-da. Hello, friend. No, thank you. Night, night. All right, there we go. Hey, a low-tech blueprint package. Devastator cannons, some basic ship hulls, including Dominator. Not too bad. Learned that. We'll take you and the good stuff. And then, of course, we will double tap. Now, they will probably come after us if they spot us, so let's try to stay away. I want to get over to this stable location here without getting accosted too much. And they won't bother us because they're too small. But if the suborder comes over, they'll join in the battle. What are you? Suborder, okay. Let's build us a comm relay right here. Okay, we're going to interface with it. So here, we can remotely hack into the Nexus to retrieve the location of the planet killer. Now, I think you might be able to also fight the Nexus, but we're not quite in a position to do that. Plus, if you destroy the Nexus, you lose the Ordos. They don't respawn then. And that way, if you're going to be farming AI cores, well, you're done farming at that point. So let's hack in. Oh, hey, you know what? We're a TriTac commission, so that actually gives us this ability here. So what do we have here? Okay, it is not unusual that the Remnant Nexus exchanges signals with the local comm relay. Wherever Tritachion's AI fleets linger, one finds clouds of tiny spysats, relays, and repeaters chirping squirts of data back and forth. Very quietly, almost enough to be lost in the background noise. But not quite. It is not a simple thing to tap into this self-evolved network to request a very specific piece of information. You assemble your senior officers and consider your options for hacking into the Nexus. So we don't really need to spend a story point, but since we have the TriTac Commission, we get codes. As a commissioned privateer of the Tritachion Corporation, you have been given a standard set of access codes. These are old protocols, and while they've migrated away from company standards over time, due probably to the meddling of idle AIs, your technical officers have the skill to adapt to the unusual changes. After hours of painstakingly crafting a request, it must be asked in precisely the correct way and have the properly mutated access codes attached. The question is asked, and the answer received nearly instantly. Unnervingly so. Nonetheless, you now have navigation coordinates which should lead to the planet killer. It is in the Beta Arwald system. Where is that, you might ask? Well, the Beta Arwald system is right here. How do I know? It's where Sentinel is. So, let's turn this back on. I like that better. We're going to go to Beta Arwald and see about checking out this cache, or this planet killer. Let's turn that off. I'll see all of you once we're there. Alright, folks, here we are. Let's hop into the jump point here. Oh, they will give us trouble. Interesting. That's right, this is now a proper hegemony colony. Interesting. We can stop back here first and maybe unload some of the junk we've gotten. Hey, look at that. So our very first production of stuff from our tech mining came in. We got some metal, some supplies, and some fuel. So nothing really special, honestly. But if we slap an AI core in there, we should be able to get some better stuff. Specifically, an alpha AI core. Hello. So they have a bar, just like everybody else at this point. You want to help us get an enforcer? It's an XIV. Do we have an XIV? We don't. Oh, well. Well, although, I kind of want to leave room in our fleet right now because we might be getting some additional ships. We'll see. Yeah, the market's kind of junk, but it's okay. And we can unload some of this stuff. And probably none of this. Well, maybe you. And you. And you. Just a few of the junkier weapons. Alright, we'll buy a little bit of fuel, a little bit of supplies. Medium, yeah, he's gonna come after me. Alright. And let's go over here, where we are going to probably hold off until next time, because it's been quite a long episode, I think. I'll have to check the time. I think we're about over an hour at this point already. But we will start next episode by confronting and finishing this Scythe of Orion quest. There's the hidden cache. So yeah, I think that's where we'll hold things off for now. Oh, thank you. And yeah, so we are on the way to sort of freeing our colonies from the influence of the Pathers. And they're probably suffering right about now, or about to. Yeah, oof, plus 12. Whew, that's tough. So yeah, we're going to take care of that next episode, get that all wrapped up. We'll grab whatever's in here, the planet killer, and then we'll zip it on back to yon friendly Pathers. And then we will have colonies that are pretty well safe. We'll still have to deal with pirates now and then, but as long as our military base and eventually our high command gives us greater than what the pirates have to offer, then it won't be an issue. We should also probably grab our final skill here, and I am thinking I want it to be impact mitigation. Not because I care about the armor damage, or even weapon and engine damage, but because of the maneuverability for capital ships and cruisers with the elite skill. So yeah, I am thinking that's what we'll do. I would like flux regulation, but it's okay. I mean, it's actually a great skill to have. It's just that I want to be able to move our Odyssey around a lot faster, so we're going to do that. And note that when you reach level 15, you get enough bonus experience points to basically get you from levels 1 to 15 again. And that's to help give you more story points in the beginning of the end game. So, just so you know, we'll be seeing a green bar for quite a while. But everyone, that's going to about do it for the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the combat with the Onslaught and the Paragon. And we'll see a little bit more of it next episode before we switch back to maybe the Odyssey and then something else. We've gotten a couple more ships that I haven't really brought up yet. But yeah, that'll be next episode. And as always, my name is Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.